Prague Philharmonic Orchestra to play with us.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what that is.
Well, let me get to the intro first, and then we'll hear all about that. Get ready for a musical experience unlike any other. Indigenous artists and Sultans of String are teaming up to put together a collaborative concert, Walking Through the Fire, and they are performing across the province in June, including right here in Hamilton coming up June the 9th. Happy to be joined by Sultans of String band leader, violinist McKhool, and Ts'msyen singer-songwriter Shannon Thunderbird. Yeah, the crowd goes way crazy. Hi, friends.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, so where was that? Where was that? In Prague?
That was all over the place.
Okay.
We have been so honored to be able to perform with Indigenous artists right across the country from coast to coast to coast. So some of that footage was from a powwow in southern Ontario where we were invited to film and record with Northern Cree from Alberta. But you saw some orchestral musicians. We decided to take this right to the absolute limit of ridiculousness and record with the City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra on this record.
Well, they were there and we were here. It's good to be alive tech-wise.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And how was that for you, Shannon?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it was a bit astonishing.
Well, listen. You've worked with so many artists around the world. What's it like working with Chris and his pack of hooligans?
Well, Chris and I go back 25 years.
We met when we were 5.
Yeah, we were 5. Yeah. And I was 5 years old when we met. Oh Lord, and and we performed together in a variety of different things, different performances. But this one is just epic because it is all Indigenous singers on the CD Walking Through the Fire, and. He did what he did was, pardon me when I grab you every now and then. What he did was, it was a cross section of singers and musicians. I represent British Columbia. I'm Coast Ts'msyen, northern British Columbia, and then he went all the way through the prairies, out to the east coast, up to Nunavut, in order to get a cross section of stories. Musical stories on this album.
What's that like for you, working your way across the country and dealing with different Indigenous artists?
It's been really incredible, really eye-opening. I mean, as a settler and in a band of settlers, we can do our learning through books and TV programs about the true history of the Indigenous experience in this country, but actually working with Indigenous artists and hearing from them directly and having them share their stories, and then being able to be there, bear witness, and help amplify them to a larger audience has just been incredible, very moving. Also a lot of joy and fun, as you can see.
Well, yeah. Well, let's talk about working with Shannon in front of Shannon.
Shall we? How
Get
much
to the good
time
stuff.
do you have?
Well, he refers
We got a minute and a half.
He refers to me as the matriarch.
We'll just leave it there. But no, it's been
Because
amazing.
Basically, I'm old and I know stuff.
Yeah.
And as a result, I get the matriarch position.
What would somebody get to see at the show? Because I know there's shows right in the area, all over the area. Take us through the show quickly.
Well, it's really an incredible celebration of Indigenous culture and the collaborations that we've been able to do together. On stage, we perform live with Shannon here, as well as Mark Marlanen from his Nadjuan project, Ojibwe artist from Ontario, and we've got Alyssa Delbar Sachak, who's from the Métis Fiddler Quartet, originally from Winnipeg area. And then on the big screen, like we're doing in Hamilton, we bring in virtual guests. So we've got artists, Dene artists from the Pacific Northwest. We've got Dr. Duke Redbird. We've got the entire powwow group, Northern Cree, with us. It's crazy.
And this is what you're talking about, technology, right? Where you can just bring everybody from all over the world and create music. We've run out of time, but like music has got to be so essential for you in your life.
We run out of time. We just got here.
I know.
What?
Do you want to hear? Put this thing in your ear because they're yelling at me in this thing. You want to hear?
Okay. No.
Listen, here's what we do. You go to the show. Okay, there's shows all over, starting tomorrow in Midland. Tomorrow's the first one. Tomorrow's in Midland, and then in Hamilton on June the 9th. There's one in Waterloo, there's one in Kitchener, there's one in Newmarket, in Toronto. We're at Sultans of String. westdale.com for the whole list.
And you know what's crazy? Tomorrow's show, not tomorrow, so the show in Hamilton is a free concert.
What?
You just have to register.
Okay, and it's at the Westdale Theatre. Beautiful venue.
Oh, I love that place.
Beautiful
Yeah.
venue.